Dear Masatsugu, Asakawa, President of the Asian Development Bank, and my dear brother and friend, I wish to commend and salute your visionary leadership and excellence in service as President and Chairman of the Boards of Directors of the Asian Development Bank. You have been a true and remarkable friend and a pillar of support for the African Development Bank Group and, of course, for Africa. In you, I found a trusted ally with shared values, goals, and interests in accelerating development of our respective regions. Interestingly, our friendship started in an elevator on May 28, 2015 in Abidjan, Côte d'Ivoire at the Hotel Ivoire. Now, that was the day for the election of the President of the African Development Bank, for which I was a candidate. The elevators at the hotel that day were very busy due to the large number of delegates. I had waited for a long time, and every time the elevator would come to my floor, it was full. Then came this elevator. It was full of Japanese delegates. I picked in and said to myself, Akin, you need to get into this elevator. As I entered, I said to all the delegates, I am Japanese. Then I saw Mr. Asakawa, who was then the Vice Minister of Finance, and he was the head of the delegation. I quickly told him, I am Japanese, so vote for me. And Japan did. That was how our friendship began. It has remained very strong ever since. I worked very closely with Masa on the 7th general capital increase of the African Development Bank, as well as the 15th replenishment of the African Development Fund, to which Japan contributed very strongly. I made several trips to Japan, of course, especially within the context of the Tokyo International Conference on African Development, TICAD. And the highlight of my trips was always spending time with you, Masa. You are always so warm and very welcoming. You gave us great and immense support for the Enhanced Partnership for Private Sector in Africa, EPSA, which witnessed a great boost under you as Vice Minister of Finance. Thank you very much. Now, Masa, you introduced me to sake wine, which I really like. Of course, I was excited when you were elected President of the Asian Development Bank in 2020. You immediately brought in your vast experience in finance and development to all the discussions of the heads of the multilateral development banks. Your deep understanding of global affairs, wide experience in international finance, and of course, extensive and rich knowledge of the Asia-Pacific region and its fundamental role in global development made you such an invaluable partner for me, and of course, for Africa. I am delighted that under your presidency, Masa, the Asian Development Bank and the African Development Bank launched a $1 billion exposure exchange program, which helped to reduce the African Development Bank's risk exposures, a clear demonstration of our strong strategic partnership and of your remarkable leadership in working with other multilateral development banks. Under your impressive leadership, the Asian Development Bank has become a beacon of private finance innovation globally, rolling out significant milestones. Examples include the Energy Transition Mechanism and the Asia-Pacific Vaccine Access Facility. You, Masa, inspired us on global development issues. You played a significant role in the preparation of the critical Multilateral Development Bank's Heads Viewpoints Note and led the Asian Development Bank in increasing investments in the private sector and in support of Africa. Now, I recall, my friend, with great admiration your stewardship as the chair of the Multilateral Development Bank's Climate Action Group, which helped us as multilateral development banks to have a collective approach towards mobilizing and accounting for climate finance globally. Now, I still have the splendid picture we took together alongside the president of the Islamic Development Bank, Mohammed Al-Jazar, and that was at COP29 in Baku, Azerbaijan, with the caption, "We will do more together." My dear brother and friend, Masa, you have left a great legacy in Japan, at the Asian Development Bank, and at the global level. Thank you so much for being such a wonderful and a great friend. I look forward to seeing you, Masa, again in Tokyo and having the opportunity of toasting to your continued good health and successes with a glass of sake wine. Good luck, my friend, and God's speed.